Yes, I have on a dress. Okay. I'm sitting on my throne. The goddess is in the building. Those that come through, be blessed. Those that might later see this, be blessed. Haters, be blessed with the same energy that you put out. There's no extras for them. As a matter of fact, they're skithering and scattering and wondering where they're going to go on the planet at the moment. Um, yes, I need some answers. Now, I just post a short, and please like, subscribe, and share this video. I also have another channel called Scorpio Sun Cancer Moon. If you go on there at Scorpio Sun Cancer Moon, you'll see it's my channel. Please like and subscribe and share that one also. Over there, I really let my self be vocal, channeling my inner scorpion and my inner crab. Okay. And isn't that something? I live in the state of Maryland and I'm a Cancer moon, Scorpio, like totally Christian. But, anyways, what I need answers about is the air. You notice everyone has a nasal thing. Some babies are catching colds now. Some people are getting deathly ill. Some people are getting like fluid in their lungs and all types of things right now. But I wonder, do anyone ever take time to look up? Let me see if I can swipe this because I want to see the chat if anyone has anything to say. How does that go on here? But anyway, if anyone makes a comment, then, okay. And again, blessings to everyone coming through. So my question is, do you look up? Because they are spraying this thick ass white cloud substance that is incredibly triggering for me. I've been watching it since 2018, but I see, and I'm timing them, and I'm watching their timing. Now, they had laid off of the spraying of the sky a little bit, but as you notice, they're really spraying it crazily now. Okay? And nothing gets sprayed in the sky without the approval of your government. So we should have been approached the government about what the hell is they spraying. Like, they need to stop spraying. You understand? There's no reason for anything to be constantly sprayed in the air. And I'm not understanding how other earth beings, being that this is happening all over the planet, I've been watching it. It's everywhere. Why aren't we banding together for this thing to stop? We can't fight without air. And it's crazy because it affects everyone, yet it's still being sprayed. And don't let them lie to you in talking about it's for blocking the sun. No, okay? On the East Coast, we're going into the fall months now. It's not that hot. There's no need to be blocking the sun now. But yet, they're barreling and spraying. You understand, my people? Something's wrong with that. The babies are having to breathe that. It's just affecting everything. It really has been getting on my nerves seeing it. Oh, they were making O's, X's, all types of things in the sky with this stuff. Totally, like, weird. But I'm noticing every time there's a season change or there's a big political thing going on, or the sinister people out there are making their moves, the sky is sprayed crazily. What if you gotta fly? What about the pilots? You heard the pilots, they're like unaliving or being unalived in their freaking seats, you know? And we don't know if it has anything to do with the mystery spray that they will, that, I mean, when things like that happen, don't you think the people need to be in the approval stage of it? I'm like, did anyone ask you, can they spray the sky with this stuff? They didn't ask me. I'm a citizen. I'm supposed to have a say-so in those things. I have to breathe the air. Like, it's something when you're messing with the water and the freaking air. That's a freaking no-no. That's freaking genocide when you're messing with water supply and air. And it's been happening to us consistently since, like, for me, I've observed it since, like, early 2018, you know? And, because I realized I'm a native New Yorker, but I realized the state of Maryland is some sort of testing place. Because these fuckers are crazy. And if you sit there and observe, everyone has some sort of medical thing or whatever. And I'm like, it's gotta be water or whatever, you know? So I don't damn drink it, but I have to use it, but it depends on where you live. See, I live like out of the way. I'm not in the city, so I'm sure that water's a little different. Different stages, you know, wherever you go live, you go find where your water supply comes from. Check it out. You know, before, like, if I had an opportunity to move to another state, the things that I would be inquiring about would be water, air, uh, combustion, just stuff. Like, I need to have some greenery, not a huge yard, but a piece of yard, something green. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we're getting duped as people on this planet. Aren't y'all tired? Because I know I am. Tired of seeing it because I'm seeing the suffrage that it's causing. You think about the medical industry. That's a whole nother thing. In a way, there's good, but it's just a thing that you have these mentalities out there. And once these mentalities get money and resources, it's a wrap for everyone. But that kind of thing got to stop on the planet. That's what's happening now. No, we have to stand up and say, we're not going for this. You understand? There will be no. Don't you know that there is a saying that if all of us was to stop working for 3 days, shit's done? We calling the shots after that? Wouldn't that be amazing? There's got to be a way. You understand? Because they're not going to turn the military on us and all this, then we fighting and throwing rocks and they got freaking all this stuff. No. Our power is in our words. And our power is in knowing your rights in the freaking law. You understand? That's where our power is. It's not in your vote and all of that stuff. It's what happens after the vote. You see? I'm not really paying attention to anything right now. I'm focusing on me. And through focusing on me, my freaking air, yo, I see this big ass barrel. I just feel threatened. It's a threatening thing, and I'm tired of being threatened by this one damn thing. I won't fly any darn where right now until they get the sky clear. It's ridiculous. Then I was listening to this article the other day in Boeing airline. They up there got faulty stuff, and there's been so many deaths and we didn't hear about it. Let's see. You guys got a comment. Where's the chat? Somebody holler if you hear me so I can throw me a chat to see if I can see it. I thought there was some sort of a swipe or something. But I don't see. You know, I'm on my mobile phone and they just allow me to go live on the mobile device. But anyways, back to what we were saying. People, what the freak are we gonna do? I need some chat suggestions because whatever that is. It's just crazy what's going on. While the agenda, whatever that is, to get whatever they want to do across, and we're still stuck here with shitty food supply. Are y'all happy with the foods in your grocery stores? Do y'all get y'all fruits and vegetables from Walmart? Like, what's good? This year, I tried my hand at growing some stuff. And then I found out they said there's a law against you having a private garden now. If that doesn't sound agendery and controlling like, what? Well, that's one thing I'm gonna always do. I don't give a shit. I have a green thumb, and I'm always gonna plant something and grow it. It's that's going too far. When I heard that, my goddess mode went into I'm gonna get you, sucker. It is just not good what the planet is being subject to by them. You know, I've never heard such thing in my life. You can't have a private garden. What are we gonna do, guys? What are we gonna do? And then we drink our bottled water, and then we find out that there's some frickery going on with that. Like, I'm a girl that grew up near mountains. So I know water. Wherever I go, like I said, I grew up in New York City, but I left as an early teenager, and I went up north towards Saratoga. Adirondacks is the whole thing right there. But, you know, you have Albany, you got Saratoga, and up going towards what do you call it? Going towards, well, you eventually end up in Canada. Buffalo, all those different places. What is the name of that place? It's like Rome, New York, like that whole little strip right there. On into Buffalo, on into Canada. But anyways, I stopped in the midsection where the Great Water was. So me and my children grew up on freaking mountain water. We had actual springs that came out of rocks where we would take jugs and fill them up, you know, on top of having decent and great faucet water. You know what I'm saying? But I've been a few states. I've been around a few states, just a few. I've never been out west or anything yet. But water quality. New York City, brr, their water is disgusting. Albany, brr, they got decent water. Like I said, as you go up, the water is, but as they're starting to mess with the water by what they're spraying in the sky. You understand? And so, I don't know. I do what I can. I bought myself a hydrogen water accelerator. I have in my possession shungite. Shungite purifies water. I learned how to change the structure of my water and how to purify it with the shungite. Like, this has been getting on my nerves, and so I'm an alchemist, so I went into that mode. Like, I gotta do something, even if it's only about my personal water in my freaking house. So I got my hydrogen machine, I got my shungite, I have my vibration. So did you know that if you had like spring water and you put like a rock of shungite in it, right? And then you turned on some Selegio beats and like sounds, 426 hertz healing, whatever you like, 528, whatever you need, whatever you like, and you put it in front of the speaker and you watch it bubble up and everything. You're changing the structure of the water, and you're actually putting that frequency that you're playing in your water. So my skin's been doing fairly well. My hydration is pretty decent because I get watermelons and coconut waters, and they're messing with the damn watermelons, talking about some seedless crap. That is an agenda. Don't give your family seedless. Don't do it. If you care. You know, it's genetically modified right off the cuff. Let's just not play games. And if you're into genetically, like I really am in tune to, like, I'm trying to, I'm at freaking war, man. Trying to survive, trying for the babies and educating my children for my grandchildren and whatnot, because I'm really on my metaphysics with this shit because I'm not going down. And I don't want you guys to go down either. So I want you to start thinking, and being proactive. Because you see that's the freaking air, you know? And then when it rains and there's no breeze, and then the germs out there are just multiplying, and it's just like, went to the Walmart to pick up a couple of things. Disgusting. I was like, oh my God, I'm wearing plastic gloves. And I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm not touching on all this nasty crap. Because me, I'm not thinking, I'm distracted. I done touched my face. I done came in the house, touched everything. Like, come on now. We're not doing that. And we shouldn't have to. But if you put like your crystals out and let them charge or whatever on a like window ledge or whatever, you bring them back in. Be careful. They got this white powdery mist on it from the shit from the sky that done settled and got on everyone. So I'm showering and I'm freaking dressing up. It might be hot outside. Someday I might got a hoodie on. And I'm damn sure not letting that rain. Ooh, that's the thing. Don't go out in the rain because that's drenched with the shit. Then you gotta detox from heavy metals because that's what's actually in the spray. Some sort of heavy metals. Whatever they are, we don't fucking need them. You see what I'm saying? We got all we need already. We don't need no extra. You see? People are coming up, and all the people with breathing disabilities and things like that, they're having a hard time. There was like almost no days in the summer when they had good air quality in most places. And when stuff's burning, that makes it even worse. But we don't need them just haphazardly spraying this crap. And we have leverage with this election because it needs to be on the agenda. What the frick is with the Sky program? Let's do it, guys. They don't need to get away with a goddamn thing. Everybody's living by the book. They need to do it too. Since this is everybody's being exposed, let's expose this crap in the goddamn sky. You see the fuckery. They want us to be focused on Diddy and his bullshit. I don't give a damn. You see, he's okay. He'll got whatever he's supposed to have prepared for the life he lives right now. And we need to prepare for the life that we need to live. We can't live no damn life if we can't breathe. And if I didn't kill myself with nothing breathing in my lungs, no fucking body else got the right to be spraying shit. So I'm really like, I'm done with this. And I'm trying to figure out how I can get my ass to Washington up in somebody's face like, listen, what's going on with the Sky program? You're not going in none of them seats. Whoever you are, you need to discuss what the hell is going on. And sometimes it's just as simple as that. I don't know, but I believe. You see, I don't believe in Sky Daddy, Jesus, and all that bullshit. Because he could stop the spray. You think he wants us to be sprayed like roaches? Is he doing anything? No. It's on us. That's the thing. I'm just the controller of myself. I don't need nobody to discipline me on anything. I educate myself on the law, what I can do, what I can't fucking do. You see? But there's something before all that comes into play. You have your own natural law, your damn laws. And in the beginning, they were called ma'at. I will not do this and I will not do that to harm humanity. Oh, they hurried up and got rid of that. You see? But it's time we are moving forward, but we need to hold on to some of the old ways as far as what morality is, because they're swiftly trying to get rid of that. You see, it's very immoral to spray people like freaking insects. What do you got? They don't have Men, people in those planes, they gotta be drones, because who the hell can be in a plane with all this spray coming out? It would affect them too, I would think. And then the people that make the decision for this to happen, do they realize they're getting sprayed too? How are they avoid? Like I'm not really. This is not really computing in a great way at all. I wish I could see some comments. Holy crap! This is whack. When there's no comment, holla people, holla people. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I'm just gonna start talking about things and let the chips fall where they may, because this world is effed up. And I actually feel better by knowing I said something. A comment! Oh my gosh! Okay, it's working. Gina! Thank you, my dear. Hi. How are you? I am trying to be very positive, and I am positive overall, but what I am not is unrealistic. And what I'm not doing is running from things. And because it's just the time to deal with your stuff, whatever it is. But we got bigger fish to fry. We can't even really focus on ourselves to a deeper extent until we can breathe with this fucking crap in the air. I'm glad you're good. I'm hanging in there, you know. But yeah, we've got to do something. I saw a little baby, and the little baby had the little oxygen thing and had a little pack. They got the modern things, and out shopping with the mom and whatnot. And I said, you know, the air, and he see the baby on oxygen. So obviously this air ain't enough. But yes, we have to do something. They want us focused on who did this and who got that and who's running over here and who's running over there. Meanwhile, and on one day I was sitting in my car in a shopping mall and was watching the people. I'm just an observer. I'm just an interesting person. Scorpio sun, Cancer moon. Very, very feely. I'm very intuitive. Like, I'm very like, it just is what it is. But it's for a reason. Because I know that one person's perception can make some changes. I really am in tune to energy, and I want to tell you it's not a game. Energy is real. What you put out is definitely what you're going to get back. And I call myself Tonya 23 experience, because I've experienced a lot of stuff, including karma. I know it's real. I've never done too bad of a thing, but spiritually, I know it's real. You know, I can observe other shit that happened to them. It doesn't have to happen to me necessarily for me to learn a lesson. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. We have to start learning from one another. I know we put a lot of emphasis on, because I'm like a book learner person, this and that. All my children have bachelor's degrees or above. I have one daughter that is seeking a PhD in psychology, but she got that from me because I'm very psychological. But anyway, we have to start paying attention to ourselves more. We're more in competition with each other and looking at each other like we pose some threat towards one another, when the real threat is the freaking Wizard of Oz. He's over there hitting all type of switches on all of us. We're focused on if you're a Christian or you're a Muslim or you're this or you're that. We're focused on what set you from and what gang and all blocking it. Dumb shit, y'all. Because really, that is helping them create the construct for us to believe that we are the threat towards one another, while they kick our asses and use us all like slaves. That's right. You're a slave too. Because We gotta have some sort of income to feed the monster. What monster would they say? The electric bill monster? The water bill monster? You gotta pay for all this contaminated ass water. Ain't that a trip? Mother Nature is so not happy with that one, let me tell you. She is like, no, they didn't. They are so prostituting her. They sell her land. They make you pay taxes forever. Even when you're done, you think, I done paid my 30-year mortgage and Well, your ass got to pay them taxes forever. And then when you, let's just call it transition, and you give it to a family member, they got to pay it for life too. Boy, that was a genius that came up with that one, but it had to be Beelzebub himself. Who in the world would do something like that? That is insane, y'all. For real. Just think about what's happening here and how long is that going to work out. Let's see. I totally believe in karma. Self-love is so important. It feeds to loving others. Where are you from, Tonya, in California? Yes, I totally agree, Gina. I am in Maryland, a very interesting state, native New York state. And I was just talking about how that has changed because I still have family there. And so I get, reports. I have family from New York City all the way up. And so you better be making good money there now. Very good money to survive. Yeah. Just, I think everywhere you go, everything has been elevated since the pandemic and whatnot. And so much stuff has been coming out, like the head doctor that was telling everybody to stay home and be quarantined was doing like freak off parties at his house. When I heard that, I was like, man, these people are out of their minds. But he had to resign, and he has nothing to do but sit there and think. But he better had saved some of all that hell of a money he got. He better not had been partying with Diddy, because his ass is going to need a regular job, and don't nobody want to hire him nowhere. I forget his freaking name, but Google head NYC doctor. And the thing about it is, when he called that shot for the state of New York, it bumped off everywhere. Maryland picked up on it. Every place picked up on it. So, and then he was caught doing sex parties. Incredible. So we have to look out for one another, look out for ourselves, try not to look at one another as a threat. Let's just say that. Me as a woman, it depends on where I am, but as a Scorpio, I give off this frequency like, don't even fucking try it. I'm here to do this, and I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gone. Type of frequency. So I never, I don't worry about being threatened. You know. And plus, spiritually, I always protect myself. That's another subject that, if you like, I definitely will come back and talk about. Like I said, I am a metaphysical person, and I believe in taking charge of my own life. And I believe in self-development, not to be taught like I am a child, because I know what is right, I know what is wrong, I know what to do. And if I don't know, I know where to go find out. You understand? And I think that we just have to be more proactive about our outer lives, like rules that are being put in place that actually affect us. And we won't find out until it's too late. Like, your speech rights and whatnot. In DC, they're trying to, you know, do sign little backdoor executive orders about, like I said, you can't have your own garden now. These little stupid laws like you can't collect rainwater. Who wants to collect that? Yeah, I bet you can't. That contaminated ass heavy metal, just crap. It's just crap, you know? And don't stay out of the rain, guys. Take a shower. If you are in the rain, run in the house and jump in the shower because none of that stuff is good. But I am going to be coming back talking about more things to help us. Like, I also collect herbs and I grow different herbs. I make my own shampoos, butters, and everything. You know, I try to learn how to make everything because just in a point in time where I just don't trust things like Dove soap. You turn back, you look at the ingredients. I don't trust all those hair shampoos. I think that because, see, I'm a person that once I like one thing, I might buy that same shampoo for as long as they sell it forever. You understand? And so it's got to be made well. These stuff is not. They're filled with fillers and detergents. We're not supposed to be washing our bodies with detergents. It strips the natural oils and whatnot. Anytime you got this body, especially the liquid stuff, I mean, there's beautiful bar soap out there. I actually make my own from scratch. So unbelievable. The Diddy story is so bad. There are so many things we don't know about that industry, and it's disturbing to find out the facts. Absolutely. But what it is a eye opener to the world. You know what I mean? It's time for us to open our eyes about the atrocities that happen. You know, somebody may buy that music and support, you know, someone getting their behind kicked or someone getting drugged or whatnot. Like, and I'm from that era in the 90s. Best music ever. I'm so freaking disappointed that now I can't even listen to like uh any of that shit. Like if I listen to a Biggie Small songs, it's like Biggie Biggie Biggie, and then it's like yeah, psh, they was with some bullshit. Turn it off. So it's just like I'm going through a constant transition, the Scorpio thing, you know, transition, rebirth, or whatever. I have now adapted to Afro beats, and I really like it. They're talking their crap. It's not this, it's not that. Well, until all the hip hop guys stop duking each other in the bookity boo, I'm not with that shit. So I'm not finna listen to it and I'm not finna download it on my freaking iCloud. You understand? Because I'm still in control here. Okay? I control what I listen to. I'm not finna bebop to that shit and I really don't fuck with them like that. I'm not into what they're into. And every single day I keep like my favorite was Jadakiss. Now I got to throw him in the trash. You see, because all of his raps, I got the nine flowing and it's going down. It's clipping with the, you know, with the 100 rounds and this and that. Find out he doesn't live that kind of life. Do you know that these songs cause murders? If I was getting ready to go pop somebody, I probably put on some of them songs. Uh-oh. Somebody got a message. Oh, would you check my music out? Ramos. Peace, Ramos. That's okay. I don't know why it's kept your comment there, but I'm actually not a music reviewer, but I know who is. His name is Sub Zero, guys. Sub Zero. SUB zero, the number, and look him up, and he gives an email address on his videos, and he's in New York City. He's already plugged. Definitely check him out. Check this out, guys. My battery is on, let me see how many percentage is that? Maybe like 2-3 minutes. But yes, yes, and I hope to tell him that Tonya 23 told you to send your music to him. All right, and you plugged. You heard? That's my boy. I love me some Sub-Zero. Even though I need you to subscribe to my channel and share it and like him, whatever, I need you to go to Sub-Zero also. Subscribe. He's like the best, especially if you like urban news. Oh my God. Hilarious. Yes, definitely. Yes, his name is Sub-Zero. Yes. Tell him I sent ya. Gina, let me see. Me too, loved and sang all the best. Yeah, yeah, okay, so I was born in 70. But I try to keep myself together. You know what I'm saying? I'm still rocking with it. But yeah, it's hard to listen to some of the songs now that I know so much about, what's going on and whatnot, and every single day. And then, if you're a movie buff, you're also seeing him in the picture, in pictures with a lot of movie buffs. So let me tell you, a lot's going down. Let me tell you what I heard about that thing today, though. Remember our guy Twitch? May he rest in peace. I heard, allegedly, that Ellen DeGeneres was prostituting him to Diddy. And I remember him being on the Ellen show and Twitch coming out and like dance with him or whatever. And when they re-showed the clip, I was looking at Diddy's face and doing my Scorpio analyzation, and I was like, oh my God, that's what happened. Because they were like, he had nothing to be wanting to off himself for, or whatever, and whatever. And it was just always this big mystery. But he was going through some things. I got to get my charger, guys. I'd like to stay on a little bit, but I got to run and get my charger. So would y'all hold on real quick? I'll be right back. I wish I had like a video to play or something on here. Let me see. Can you? Here, let's start a poll. Let's do a poll right quick. Let's see a poll. Is Diddy gonna bring down the entire industry with him? Let's just put that there real quick. Mayor Eric Adams, he got he got dissed. I mean, well, not dissed. He got what he deserved. The black people told him how they really felt about how they've been treated these past year with him as mayor. He has done nothing for any people. Let's see, is he going to bring everyone down with him? I think he is. And as he should. Because he's that Jay-Z. Oh my God. That might have been the question. Is Diddy going to bring down Jay-Z? let's change it. Because he's going to bring everybody down. But is he going to bring Jay-Z behind down? Let's go, y'all. Support the podcast. We getting ready to get crazy on here. Okay, we have a poll right quick. Okay. All right, guys. We got exactly 23 people. Yes. I'll be right back. Let me get my charger. Do the poll, guys. Is he going to bring Jay down? Okay, y'all, I'm back. Oh, my goodness. On the way, I grabbed my water. So crazy. So what do you think? Is he going to bring Jay down with him? I'm going to say yes. Because I was looking at this thing, and they were showing okay, so there's this channel. I forget the name of it. But they were like rerunning, like live streaming diddy, 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 diddy. I was like, wow, metaphysically, they are really bringing down the juju on him. Like, that was a whole hex, that whole documentary, guys. And I'm going to show you how. Because anything, repetition, that's why they do, like in Hinduism, they do mantras and they repeat like om, om. And the minimum is like 108 times. But some people, like the monks or whatever, they be chatting like 10,000, 100 million trillion times or whatever. And so I think something done so many times, like it begins to form energy and it begins to form, you know, materialize and whatnot after a while, whatever it is that they're chanting for, I believe they receive. You know, anything so repetitive is like if you keep trying some project and you keep failing, but it's the you keep trying. There's one time you're going to succeed. And that is the key to success, not giving up. Don't forget, that was a jewel. I just dropped a whole jewel. And yes, I definitely accept a couple of donations on here too. You know, I'm trying to get my chat popping. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people on here that sit here and talk about complete nonsense to the people, and they're getting paid. You know what I'm saying? I get like nothing from YouTube because this freaking program that they have is just like interesting. But I haven't completed the monetization thing on here, I don't believe. And so I said whatever I earned, I just wanted to build up whatever it is. And it has been not much. Not much. For I was like, wow, how are these people making thousands and thousands of dollars on their channel? So maybe one day. Yeah, I hope he talks too. Definitely. Let me read the comment about Twitch. I watched him on So You Think You Can Dance when he joined Ellen. I was so sad. Oh yeah, okay. I don't remember him. Do I remember him from I may have seen him one time on So You Think You Can Dance, but hey, I thought he had a great opportunity, but poor Ellen, aren't looks deceiving? Aren't there some people that just look like they wouldn't harm a fly? And I think Ellen is one of those people. You really have to have great discernment and intuition. And just know that in everyone everyone has their own demon, you know? And a good example is physically harming somebody for no reason and they have to defend themselves. I mean, it could be the sweetest little old lady to turn around and beat your ass with her pocketbook. You trying to rob her, she might try to stop you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame her. But everyone has a side to them. And so just being conscious of that kind of is another great navigation tool, you know? And, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for your subscription. You are so appreciated, my love. For sure. You know, I also appreciate letting me know what you guys like to talk about because I'm very knowledgeable about a lot of things, but I like to be focused and, you know, really form a group here, you know, the chat. But, yeah, I was looking at this one channel where this lady just had so many people in her chat and all she did was cooking for her family. I said, well, you know, that's interesting. You know, I said, people want to sit there. Did you see the lives where a woman, it's like an Asian woman, but she's sitting there sleeping with her child. They're sleeping on live and people are like 2,000 people in the chat. There's donations coming through and all that. And they're watching her sleep. I was like, wow. There's some disturbed people out here that have nothing else to do. And on top of that, they've got money. Well, maybe the economy hasn't gone to shit because you got things like OnlyFans. Things like OnlyFans. So that means, you know, people have money to do all this debauchery, and yet they cry, you know, they cry as if there's something being done to them, you know. But it really is. It's just that it's a certain class of us that are feeling it, and it's those that don't have celebrity status, money, or big company mogul money to throw our weight around and get our freaking way in life. That type of stuff, gotta go. Things gotta be fair, yo. It's just like this example, right? In Maryland, the bridge came down a couple of months ago. There was a big bridge collapse. A freaking barge ran into it and it fell down. Now, literally, that's not far from me. That would be the bridge that I would take to get across to a lot of places. Now, I gotta go through the city and roundabout to get wherever the heck I'm going. And so for small businesses, they were given disaster money. And I believe it comes from FEMA, whatever. It's supposed to be for the people that was affected. Well, I have a cosmetic thing where I do body butters, shampoos, hairs, you know, all these different things. And so I have a connect in Africa where I get my butter directly from there. Like, I literally have butter that comes right off the ship, and I got to go, you know, it gets delivered to me or whatever through the system, but that's how it's getting here. Like, things import. So, there's about to be a port. There's about to be a port strike. Beware. Wherever state you're in, all ports in America are supposed to go on strike October 1st. It's gonna freak shipping up, guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, but I don't blame them. They must have some sort of demands that they really need. But yes, I just dropped another jewel, guys. I'm giving up the goods, you know. I think that that's really important for you to know. Yeah, it's going to affect our shipping. And they're trying to get the truckers to join them. So let us see how that's going to unravel. Let us hope that some agreement can be made, and we can proceed, you know, because me as an entrepreneur, that is my thing. I do not want anything to happen to any of the ports. Most of the things I ship out is California, and it you know, I have a Etsy store, so I could get, you know, I've sent things out of the country, actually. You know, my products have circled the planet a couple of times, and I'm trademarked and patented. I have a product called Bug Away Butter, and it's all natural bug repellent, and it's mainly for these mosquitoes. And I even ramped it up because I know they got these mechanical mosquitoes, but they still go by scent. So yeah, isn't that something? Biological mosquitoes got let out, 1,000 of them from Bill Gates program. They got let out in Florida last year, so they're everywhere now. Freaking flies. So now when I see a fly, it's war, especially if it gets in my house. Yo, they be trying to fight to get in. Like, I'll be like, get back out. Like, really? Look like you thought you were getting in? Get the hell out. Like, literally, like, these flies are conscious. What the heck? Oh, man. Yeah, I be killing them with my Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio, Sun, Cancer, Moon. I'm like, ta, ta. I like sharpen up my, I use them as things to sharpen up my strike. Forgive me, man. I think that's what they're for, to get everybody's karate moves together. I don't even have to use like a regular fly swatter. Like, my main thing is like to get like, I have a specific fly killing towel, and I bop it like a ta ta ta. Yeah, I've made it into a sport. It should be in the Olympics, like breakdancing. Did you guys freaking see that? Me being from the Bronx, I lived right in the apartment complex where hip hop was born. Okay, I'm from River Park Towers in the Bronx, New York, and hip hop was born like right on Undercliff Avenue, like at the park, Roberto Clemente State Park, all that stuff, right? When I saw it on the Olympics, so freaking pissed. I think I cried that it was like everybody doing it except for black people. That kind of hurt my feelings because I'm a hip hopper, and I was like, what the what? We've been spinning on our heads all these years for nothing. They got taken it to the Olympics. But you know what I think should be in the Olympics? Freaking double dutch. How did double dutch not make it to the Olympics, y'all? Somebody hating. That's facts. Double dutch should be in the Olympics before some freaking breakdancing. I said, damn, we can't have nothing. But we got to share with the world. I guess it's kind of selfish to be that way. But like in China, they're just now getting our 80s music, like Beat Street and all that. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like cracking up, like, oh wow, they got like so many eras of hip hop to even go through. But they probably, I don't know, it might be just a specific era and they just like keeping it there. So interesting. And it's so funny, like watching all these other guys from around the world trying to be like rappers. They're like, they had the India guy rappers. That was pretty, I kind of cracked up. It was freaking funny. And then they had like the African guys. They're freaking funny too. And they like, yo, I pop you, you know, son, homie. I'm like, who else? Where else? Just everywhere, yo. But I kind of like my brothers in Great Britain, in England, and their freaking acting is great. They are great actors out that way. I love them. So I'm watching like British movies all the time. And I actually like the Chinese movies that you have to read the movie. My husband hates those. I'm like, no, I want to watch it. He's like, no, this is the one that has you got to read the whole movie. I'm like, and? Gosh, I can just like look at what's going on. I know what's happening. Just like some of my favorite music is not English, but I've taken Spanish in high school, but like I definitely lost it. But I'm about to get it back. But first, I'm learning a different language first, and then I'm gonna go back into Spanish. I get like plus there's so many ways. You'd be like, what did you say in your app? Whenever I go to like the Mexican grocery stores or whatever, I always type in, if I gotta ask somebody something, I'll learn the Spanish thing and I'll walk up to them and I'll go so and they be looking at me like, is you Spanish? Because you never know, because Afro is everywhere. You got Afro Cuban, Afro Brazilian, just Afro, and I got my DNA. I got a little bit of all that stuff in there from my mama. She was a beautiful woman. My dad, he was okay looking. Let's just keep it 100. I love my poppy, but he wasn't the best looker. You know, I got his nose. But it's okay. I love my nose, but my mother had like a really straight, beautiful nose. My nose is beautiful too, but I don't know. My mother's just so beautiful. I would like to look more like my mom. But let me stop saying that because I feel like I'm building up some karma now. But I'm not. I'm just saying how I feel. It's not the same, guys. You know? But what I'm not going to do is get a nose job or a fake bootay. What do you think about that craze that's going on, the BBL craze? I wish I was bilingual. Should have taken it in high school, LOL. It's not too late. These apps, oh my God. Well, I know that you learn things quicker in your subconscious because like you can play something and fall asleep and your subconscious is recording all that stuff. And it's going to pop up when you need it, but it probably won't be like you pop up and be able to speak Spanish or whatever. But you can learn You can definitely learn from the apps now. Let me see. Yes, double dutch is hard. LOL. The break dancing in the Olympics was a slap in the face to all those that came before. Yeah, it definitely was. But, I kind of like, what can you do? We didn't even know it was going to the Olympics. That was the like slap in the face, because they just did like the whole 50 of hip hop thing, which was a nice performance. I watched it and everything, and it was really cool. But they could have announced something like that then. None of the hip hop greats that started the thing knew it was going to the Olympics. That was like, okay. Somebody wasn't managing the manager. But yeah, so many crazy things going on in the world. But it really does seem, back to the poll, it really does seem like they're gonna gun for Jay-Z too. I think that's gonna happen. You know. And interesting enough, hey, let's see the evidence. What's it? You know, can't say that there's nothing there because we don't know. I wouldn't have thought that there was 1,000 bottles of baby oil in anyone. And I was like, damn, that's an excessive amount. But then they tested it and said it was some drug. I was like, wow, that's a heavy drug charge, 1,000 bottles of it. They said it was a form of ecstasy. I was like, that was a lot of freaking. So he was just going to be delivering bottles of baby oil to celebrities, probably, to their house. Ooh, he had an operation going on there. The more you think about. Wow, this is gonna be. We're gonna have to just stay tuned and see how this goes, guys. But back to the, Jaguar, right? Has been telling it. Everybody says they call cap on her, but she has been saying it from the whole time. Like, you gotta give her that. You gotta give her that. She has been. So was young Pharaoh. He wasn't. I don't know if he was. He didn't. He didn't particularly like any of those rappers, but he was leaning in on the politicians, and he was giving up some good information, opened my eyes to them, and then I started to focus, like this Obama couple. They also had a, how can I say this for my channel, an LGBT young man who was a chef in the Obama's house. And allegedly, he was about to spill the beans on a affair that was going on between him and Obama. And all of a sudden, they have these properties in Cape Cod or whatever, and that's by the ocean. He drowns off the coast of Cape Cod. He didn't have a boat or anything. He was just out there and happened to drown. As soon as I saw that information, I was like, Obama killed them. Allegedly. Allegedly, Obama threw his ass off a cliff. But let's be for real. Oh, they had pictures of Diddy and Oprah. And she needs to go down for old and good. She's been doing stuff like all that, what you call sorority, aka Illuminati, stuff like that. Yeah, she definitely can't hide that. She was like, they said that she was like a high ranking position in whatever it is. So I was like, I could see that. I definitely could see that. Incredible. Incredible. But we will stay tuned, see how all this is going on. Yeah, he mysteriously died, right? No way. Young guy. you know, very handsome young man. I was like, I never forget the time Obama was at some place speaking and he referred to Michelle as Michael, and the camera switched over to George Bush Jr. and he was cracking the fuck up. And I was like, oh my God, I know they mad about telling everybody they invented the video camera. They had to only keep it to themselves till they couldn't keep it to themselves no more. It's a wrap. Nobody can do anything exposed. Oh man, it's kind of comical, but it makes me, and I'm trying to follow my art anyway. You know, that in itself is very not easy. I'm going to come on next time and I'll read them. There are 42 laws that we need to strive to follow in life. And if you can reach that, you will be now called a Sahu. And a Sahu is a master at what they do, energy control wise. And that is my goal because I need to be in that position. To be a calm but powerful person. That is what I'm practicing. Because I used to spaz out. I'm a Scorpio sun, Cancer moon. I don't know what moon sign Diddy is, but he is a Scorpio sun. But he's a rogue. He went like, because there is the potential. Everything is so deep. Whatever it is, you take it to the deep. And he had some ways that went very deep. The blindfolds are off at this point. We are all see clearly. And that, my friend, is the age of Aquarius. In motion, in real time. That is the age. Isn't it a wonderful thing? Because I love to learn. So, people are like, oh, I'm getting, what is it? Information overload, and I can't sleep, and the serotonin, and and I feel for them, and there are some things that they can do. Ashwagandha's great, the gummies, but I don't feel that way. Like, I'm, yeah, I want to know. Like, I want to know. I don't give a damn what it's about. Like, I'm into the alien thing because I've seen some stuff, y'all. I've seen it for myself. So there is no more, is it freaking true and all this other crap. No, it's going down. So we got that shit going on too. What? Oh my goodness. What a, yes, very liberating. And just what a great time to be alive. There are a lot of people that are in the negative energy about the times, but I am just blown away about how real shit is. What about the second moon that's coming? Can you believe? We are living through a time where we're going to see a second freaking moon in the sky. Some places over in, I think it's Australia, they can already view it, and it's been on TikTok. It's on TikTok already. How freaky is that going to be? And as a woman, don't you feel the heightened energy? Like, I feel energetic, you know? I've done a lot of stuff today, yard work, all kinds of stuff. I did lots of stuff already. And I just feel it. I feel the energy. And it's supposed to be around for 52 days. And then it's off again for how many of 1,000 years? Isn't that freaking awesome, man? I think that is so awesome. So I am going to definitely utilize the extra moon energy by like doing my yoga, my exercise, definitely meditating. Journaling is the main thing I'll be doing. I've written like 12 books, and they're all on Amazon under my name. At the time, I was in my healer name is Serket Amin Ra, Serqet, and I wrote a couple books under that name. My Crystals and Gems book, I have a complete guide on crystals and gems, everything you need to know. I wrote a novel about myself, and I wrote a couple of fiction books. My husband is 33 years past on 4th of July. I am forced to find it. Oh my goodness, what a blessing. I have to be a blessing. I want to be a blessing to others. One thing I have a lot of is empathy and compassion. So my heart goes out to you and condolences. 33 is a special number, and your transitions will be, like you said, liberating and focused. That's exactly what that is. And I hope that every 4th of July you light a candle for your now ancestor husband, because he is around you, especially if you had a great relationship, you know. In 33 years, how long were you guys together? So it's probably been a long time. And but you can keep that energy alive. It's always alive, but I mean keep it potent, very potent. It's a protective energy for you. So I would definitely. Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, definitely an angel for you, for sure. And I'm a very spiritual person, and as a Scorpio, I go deep into things too. And like my natural spirituality is very ancestral. I have definitely a connection to my ancestors, to the point where like stuff moves around me and all kinds of stuff. Like it's not like I could capture it and see it like something happened today. And I was like, I know damn well what I just saw. But atmospherically, and that's another thing that the government is not right for explaining to people. The actual cosmic times that we're in is absolutely phenomenal. What is going on in the alignments of the planets and whatnot, and the traveling of the earth, because we're barreling through space, like going where no man has gone before and whatnot. But it's the tie in when we go, the sun is going, our moon is going, and our planets, we're all like moving as a unit. And that's what people need to do. But their Bibles and whatnot told them, don't you study astrology and whatnot. But get this, my daughter, who's going for her PhD in psychology, must, as a requirement, take what is it? Astrology and astronomy. And astronomy is the science of the stars and the planets and the alignments and all of that lovely stuff. And there's mainly mathematics in that class, all math. I'm on live. But also, it's a requirement for her to take astrology. And I'm like damn near a natural astrology person. I'm really into it because I know it's real. It's a real science. You can really get a personality thing from knowing a person's birth time and birth date. And you don't have to know the time, but if you have the time, it makes it even more accurate. And it is accurate. I suggest everybody get their natal chart. It's called the natal chart. It's an exact snapshot chart, a snapshot of the cosmic alignments since the day you were born. Totally amazing. And it gives it to you from your childhood period, your infancy period, your mid period. There's four pinnacles, it's called. And for my age, 50 on up is the fourth pinnacle. And it brings into your consciousness that this is the pinnacle, you know? And it makes you realize that you're moving closer to your eternity, and you stop wasting freaking time. Like when I got this consciousness, it was like 2013. By 2014, I had written 11 books, gotten a patent. I had to get in the Library of Congress. You know, once you get a patent or whatever, you get in there. And that was an experience that I could tell people about and how to do it and whatnot. Yeah, little old me, and I did it. I did have someone draw up the paperwork because it was a lot. I could have done it myself, but I did that, and it was a decent price. And but I did all the submitting and all of that stuff from there. But I'm a notary for 23 years. I'm an online notary also. Um, so I have to go to town hall meetings and stuff like that to get the updates or whatever. Notaries are, from the place where we were, it's literally a thing. I teach people how to, because it's a business for yourself, and I teach people how to use it in different avenues, you know, um, until you build your business. Like you really can build a good monetary business, and it's on your own time. You're your own boss, and it's great. In my community, I'm the community notary. I have a sign in my yard. Everybody comes to me. I love to, it's a way to meet my neighbors from blocks over and whatnot. And I just got to be involved somehow. And so that's my community thing. And I'm looking for a place now that we're moving into fall, and I didn't get it done this summer. But I'm trying to get a local meditation group going with, all you need is one person to get it started. But people don't understand how it's needed. So before the pandemic, I did a proposal to my daughter's high school that she graduated from. And I asked them to let me implement meditation as an alternative gym. And I didn't get any reply. So I said, well, maybe I'll pursue that again through fall season so it can spring forth in the spring for the kids. So I need your good energy towards that project, everyone. And I'd like to form a group where we give each other good energy and accolades for different things we're trying to do. Because that's how you break obstacles energetically, not the obstacle in front of your face. The real obstacle is unseen, right? Um, and being a spiritual person, I can tell you that there are forces, everyone has forces attached to them that is meant to push against what you're trying to do, especially if it's for the good, right? This shit is real, y'all. Definitely pay attention to it. Whenever you create a goal and you say, I got this plan or whatever, I'm about to do it, here comes some bullshit in your life that makes you try to prolong it however long. Maybe it's a day, two, maybe it's months, maybe it's years. Something happens in your life and the obstacle is there, and you have to fight through that to get to your goal. And you might fail sometimes, but you got to keep going, and you will eventually succeed. Doesn't matter what it is, good or bad. Keep trying it. You're going to get what you're looking for. I learned that as a kid, and I've achieved so much with that little thing. And also, being able to wish someone well goes a long way for you. So I suggest that people start doing that. At my work, we call that mindful moments. It's offered to staff. That's an idea. Because I'm certified to go in, like, I'm a certified and ordained minister, universal, number one. Number two, I am a life coach. And number three, I'm Tonya 23 experience. My freaking, what do you call it? It's not a resume now. What do the doctors have to have? Oh my goodness, I forgot my word. It's not a resume, it's a, darn. What is the word I'm looking for? Great, great. Yeah, I have a sister. I have 7 siblings. I have, and one of them is a federale. I said, "Whoop, we can't talk around you no more." I said, "But you go, girl. You got some job protection." Oh, absolutely, Ramos. Yeah, that's mainly what I am. I'm spirit. I'm a spiritual being having a physical experience, and so are you. That's great. That's great. I have a special education nephew also. So that is great. That means you have great patience, Gina. Wonderful. Blessings to you. Definitely keep coming back, and I hope that hit the notification bell so you can see when I'm going live. That's great. Cuz the children, oh my god, the children need us. I was You hear my cat? I gotta trim his nails. He's scratching his ear and he's like, ow, ow, ow. My cat talks, y'all. If y'all hang around and keep coming back, y'all gonna hear him say something. He's off the chain. I got a little Garfield. If he comes downstairs, I'll let you see him. Kindergarten through 6. Oh, what a great age. That is great. That's a great age. See, I would like to show, see, I show my grandkids. I have 3 grandkids, 12, 9, and 2 going on 22. And I teach them meditation. And my niece, I have a niece that's 17. So I'm very active in her life. She needs her auntie to show her morality and what, because now, right now, that age, they're doing so much and they're exposed to everything. So I'm really like on her. It's a blessing to see and understand how complex everything really is, and seeing the same exact life everywhere in its own unique way, knowing something made it all. Absolutely. Yeah. It's just amazing. Totally amazing. Yes. Pure beauty. Absolutely. And what a time to be alive too. To see all the the celestial things that are happening, and I'm a stargazer. Oh man, it's been a wonderful time to stargaze. Yes, let me tell you. And that is so great, Gina, for the children. Ah, they need good people now. Here in Maryland, they have this commercial that comes on all darn day, and it talks about if you have been actually, can't say that word, if you have been SA'd in the child system, please call these lawyers' offices or whatever. You are eligible for compensation. If you've been SA'd in the, what do they call that? It's the juvenile detention centers and whatnot that they have. Call these lawyers. So the workers have been essaying the children who already come in there with problems. And I just think that is just so demonic, y'all. Like, who gave these people that kind of job? And that's the thing. I don't think folk are being psychologically evaluated, and that needs to be across the board for almost every damn job. Especially if you deal with anyone else. Like, you need to be psychologically evaluated. Because I'm an observer, and I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of mentally unstable people out there, you know? And, yeah, it is horrible. And just as horrible with the people that got abused in the Catholic Church. They got that commercial coming on still, too. You see it all on social media, whatnot. If you've been SA'd by such and such, such and such. What? I don't even think that shouldn't be over with. They got a slap on the wrist, still in operation. That whole thing should have been shut down, because how are you anything close to anything called a god or a goddess or the energy of, and you are abusing children? Like, that just blew my mind that they're not sitting in somebody's jail. They just got circulated around to different friggin' churches. And I hope the people put that thing down, because you're not believing in it. And it's not like it's nothing to believe in. You know? They abused the people, and they didn't make restitution, or they're trying now with this lawyer thing, but they got to uh, file for bankruptcy. And if you've ever filed for a bankruptcy, they're being relinquished of the crap that they did. And it's just horrible. And that whole thing has to have an end that comes to it as well. That dastardly Vatican. Like, oh no, man. Did you see the documentary on Netflix about the Vatican and what happened to the little girl? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Her parents were Vatican employees, and something went on, and their daughter went missing. Never got her back. Think she's buried right under the Vatican steps. This just happened, ladies and gents. A mandated reporter. I have to report what I see. I have done it once in my 12 years. I will never forget it. Oh, you mean report on other employees? I've actually been a warden on my job too. I actually, get this, I actually worked for the Catholics here in Maryland. And this was before on my way out is when the scandal got released. And I was like, if this stuff is true, this is no place for me. You getting ready to get up out of here. And so I got my life together, and yeah, I got up out of there. And yeah, it's been great ever since, let me tell you. Yes, that has to stop. And I mean, it goes all the way up in politics too. Like, some of our prized politicians are very disgusting. Yes, I am always hearing on the news about teachers getting arrested for having affairs with the children. What, do they do psychological evaluations every year with these teachers? Like, Maryland has a huge school problem. Number one, 0%. 0% of the kids can pass the freaking basic state tests. 0%, y'all. What? WTF? Like, and all of these problems are caused by people that's supposed to be hired to run the school system. I'm not understanding why it's taken them 60 years to fix the problem. Bureaucrat crap. It's just crazy. From the top all the way down to like local governments is like little cells of doing the same thing that the top does. It's crazy. But yeah, in your own way, we all can make a difference. Like the whole water situation, get your crystals, even if it's just regular quartz crystal will restructure your water and it will charge it in the sun, you know. Boop, it don't take that long, about 15 minutes. Charged water, structure changed. Talk to it. This water is going to heal my whatever. It's going to make me feel good. It's going to flush my kidneys. It's going to get some waste out of my body every time you drink, because that's what I'm going to do. And let's do a challenge, a 1 week challenge of talking to your water. Let's see the results. Because it is alive. It's conscious, especially once you put that crystal in there and charge it with the sun, it can come back alive. Water is a sentient being. How about that? Off the chain. Yep. Sound does it too. I talked about that earlier. You must have came and left. Yes, let me see. I am just in a class with 5 kids. Great. I have a wheelchair. One wheelchair, all special needs, autism, non-verbal. You are allowed to go to lay. Yes, I actually worked for a place in New York for years, at least 8 years before I came here. It's called the Center for the Disabled. And it's all cerebral palsy, neurological delays, autism, nonverbal, uh, yes, wheelchair. Yeah, and I was actually, well, it was a facility where they went to work because they have like, little jobs for them to do and whatnot. It was a great place. I loved the Center for the Disabled. We worked with them. They had arts and craft projects. It was like a day program for some and different things like that. And they would come, and they all loved me. Everybody loved me, man. But I was the payroll clerk. I did all their checks, so they were like, oh, there go the money, lady. They were like, I got my hours, and say if something happened wrong with one of their paychecks, they'll come to my office to talk about it or whatever, or they have to bring their aid. And she was like, she said her hours need to get checked, but she's like a non-verbal and whatnot. And I'll be like, okay, girl, hold on. Let me see. I'm like, no, remember that day you called out? See, I got the information. But, oh, man, it was such a cool job. All my jobs have been gratifying like that. I haven't had jobs. I've had like careers or whatever. And I had to sit down because I didn't know I was going on a path because they could keep you so distracted. So I started writing down I said, oh my gosh, I worked for the Center for the Disabled. And there's some jobs before that, but I mean like serious careers. I worked for the Center for the Disabled. Then I went to a place called the Visiting Nurses Association. And then I went to working with the less fortunate through the Catholics. And so I said, hey, but my natal chart says I'm a philanthropist. My natal chart clearly points out I'm a philanthropist. I even had my own church. I let it go due to lack of support or whatever. But I really was an independent church, but I had my books were set up. And I literally just I worked with a company called Angel Tree, and they work with prison families, and I supported prison families through there. And they're local, so I actually was Santa, and I got to go to their house and deliver the presents to the family and just sit there and, with the kids and whatnot. They were so grateful and everybody, and oh my gosh, it was great. My kids were like, "What the freak is getting into mom?" Because they were like, "We not having Christmas this year?" Because I was like, y'all got too much. God damn it. We're gonna support a I was like, not like that. I said, hey guys, how about we support, donate our Christmas money to a family that's less fortunate? And they was not trying to hear it. So they got the basics, but the bulk of it, yeah, because I was a single mom and I didn't have a lot of money, and I really just got I got up $500 from people, getting different donations, and any donation that they give me, and it's still like that, you can get a letter to take it off on your taxes or whatever if you donate it to my situation. But YouTube has their own form of whatever. So if you donate through YouTube, they take 40% of it. So we don't like to get our donations through YouTube. We like to use Cash App. So I usually pin my Cash App, but this is a freebie today because I want to just have people donate because that's what's on their heart. Like some channels, they're like, donate to the Cash App, y'all. Every 5 minutes, donate to the Cash App, donate to the Cash App, donate to the Cash App. Well, I have a lot of shit that I sell. I make sea moss gel. Like I said, I make over 40, 50 products because I'm an alchemist. Somebody tells me what's wrong with them, and I make them a product for whatever they need. Whether it could be a herbal tea, it could be a spiritual protection oil, it could be a prosperity oil. It could be, uh, let's see, it could be a prosperity tea blend that you drink it. It could be like, I'm just not in a box. Like, I'm just in my God mode. Let's just say that. At this point in my life, my experience is a lot, right? Some people get mad at me because, like, you know everything. That shit bumps right up off of me. I don't even care about that because I see that as a psychological block that you realize that I'm super smart. So now you're going to tell me I think I know it all. So you can make yourself, to get the pressure up off yourself, because you should be somewhere learning something. You see? See, I'm deep, yo. Nobody can, don't play games with me because I'll psychologically make you jump off of a bridge, but I don't like to do that. You know? I speak life into people until they try to diss me. Then I gotta do the little pow wow wow with the words. And I don't even have to curse at you because I'm looking deep into your spirit. And I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking to that demon in your spirit. I'm saying they be getting wild. They be getting wild. I might have to like this, you know. Let's see, Gina. Bless you, my friend. It's such a humbling experience. Haha, everyone loves their money. I know. And the thing is, when I was in the church, I was really into the church, and I was like, that shit's bullshit. Bah, 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 bah. And then I got conscious. And then I saw through religion. And then I was just hijacked by consciousness. And I was just learning all this shit. And at first, you get pissed off. Like, how dare they mislead the fucking, oh my God. And it still is hard. Especially when you get around a bona fide Christian or Muslim or whatever, and it gets funny. And it's just like, oh my God, what a fucking life they got. Just, oh my God. Do they know they don't have to freaking, oh wow. Okay. And it's just like, I gotta control, yo. I gotta control because it's like, I respect everyone and what they do. But earth beings, let's just say, they don't realize that They're very ceremonial and ritualistic, and they don't see that that's what they're doing. And it's occultish, and it's a cult, period. And it's disturbing when people are so caught up in belief that they don't see reality. That is when all that stuff is an issue. And actually, that is what has the planet at war. Crazy ass ideologies. Like, you sit there and you listen to Mr. Netanyahu, just listen to him talk. Freaking nuts to me. I actually take a liking to Putin. He's a realistic person, and he deals with reality in his speech. That's one thing. That's what I can say from what I've heard him say about moves he's gonna make. Um, I do. All the people over there in the Middle East, they're talking they're babbling bullshit. It is a religious thing with them. It's not about, you know, because I think that they live very rich and they have a very poor class also, So it's just like they full of shit with that. Whenever you see that, that's some bullshit. If everyone is not taken care of, there's a problem. So they don't, they don't have nothing to write home about either. Their people are still trying to get the hell over here in the American dream as well. You know, me personally, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else on the planet today. This is where my grandparents, great grandparents, whatever. I think at least it goes back to my great grandparents here. And yeah, I'm not going anywhere to stay. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to have a home somewhere in one of the nice places in Africa. Of course I would. Who wouldn't want to have a place in somewhere they're from 75%? The other 25% of me is scattered all over the planet. I could never be in one place. I could be wherever the freak I want and say, I'm from here. But I think that's how life should go. I don't think the planet should have all these boundaries to where you have to have passports and whatnot to. What the freak is that all about? Now, if it was based on biological, like don't be bringing your germs over here and whatnot, we need to see if you good, you're healthy, you come on in. That I can understand because you don't want to take your germs to a place where they live naturally and they don't have antibiotics and all of that stuff. But that's the shit that they need to be concerned about. Not your identity. If you are an earth being, you should be able to travel in commerce and whatever you need to do without no damn passport. Do you see the control here? Everything. You got to apply for a license for everything. You see their hand in your pocket for you're paying to live on the planet. Let's just boom. There you go. Yes, I did see Tucker Carlson's interview with Putin. Yes, I did. Do you know somebody had the nerve to tell me that was fake? I said, wait. I said, y'all going too far with it now. They said his meeting Tucker Carlson. I said, stop it. The man had the meeting with the damn man. Good goodness. Yeah. And this new AI craze. Oh my God, we got to deal with that, y'all. I actually use it as my bitch, y'all. I love it. What? I can't wait to get the Oculus thing. I'm saving up to get that because I'm a meditator And I would love to be sitting in like some enchanted forest with the freaking thing on, and they'd be like, Ma, she won't come out. I'll be in there for a couple. I'm going on vacation. Sit right there on the couch. That is like, as a Scorpio, as a Scorpio, Sun, Cancer, Moon, that is so hilarious, and that is so what we would rather do. All right, we go on vacation. We got the whole luggage and everything. We come and sit down and go on the Starship Connection. Boom, we're out of here. Got to come, yo, because traveling's tiring. Oh my God. When I went to New York, I couldn't wait to come back. I was like, oh my God, I'm never coming again. That's what I said. It was crazy. Oh man, yeah, that would be awesome. And it's coming too. Oh my goodness. With the whole virtual reality. I actually have a virtual reality thing. It's considered old now compared to what they got, but it's still nice. And I need to use it. It's freaking sitting there in a box. It's crazy, man. Gotta utilize stuff, you know. Definitely ready for them to be like, you can't come outside. Okay. Break out the games, y'all. That was crazy. I still went outside. I am so rebellious. I was on the porch like, woohoo, I'm outside. Oh man, what a time. What a time. But I am getting hungry, y'all. I don't know about y'all. What's for dinner? What is for dinner? I have no idea. I think it's going to be spaghetti because we just had a new pot of spaghetti. So, you know, you got to eat that for a couple days. But I'm kind of like wanting a salad. I think I'm going to make a salad. I have Italian grapes. They are interesting. Have you ever had one? They're the kind when you think you're getting ready to bite it and it's like, no. It opens up and this green thing comes out of it. Oh, that is good. I love pot pies. I love chicken and beef. Or beef, yeah. I love pot pies. Oh my God, Gina. That sounds so good. And Caesar is my favorite. Caesar salad with Caesar dressing. I love Caesar dressing. I usually make my own salad dressings just because they got so many damn ingredients and everything now. Like, I literally will. Oh, good. Yeah, I love the chicken one. Yes, you're going to enjoy. They got some big, huge ones. Oh, I love them. You don't think you're going to finish the whole thing, but I do. I love pies. I love pie crust. I love the crust. Yes, and some of the pot pies now got the hearty chicken, the chunks of the chicken breast. I forget what brand that was. Hey, babe. Babe. Baby. You. What was the name of that pot pie you got? The good one with the real chicken breasts? See, we live near an Amish market. Oh my goodness, what a freaking blessing. Look, yeah, look for the nearest Amish place near you guys. They're everywhere. But they raise their own chickens. We get chicken from them. Um, every darn thing. Cheese, they make their own cheese. Oh my God. Fresh cheddar cheese. Whoa. What else do they make? Oh my God. All their cakes and breads and all that stuff. But I'm off bread. I can't eat bread because it turns into inflammation for me. And I don't need no damn inflammation. So I'm in an inflammation war, actually. Everything I drink is an inflammation fighter or whatever. I'm on my dandelion tea and whatnot. Um, yeah, Costco has the good pies. Yeah, I like Costco's. Definitely. So you're going to eat good tonight. Enjoy. I'm trying to think. I think I definitely want spaghetti, though. I'm probably going to have spaghetti and Caesar salad. Yep. Because I live right near a Wawa's, and Wawa's has a good salad. So I'm going to go get me a salad from there. Do I got, yeah, I might have stuff to make my salad. Let me see. I know I got onions. I left onions on my salad. Onions and lettuce, tomato, of course, cucumber. I'm a one that puts sunflower seeds. I do all kinds of stuff with salads. I have a goal to open a salad store, a store that does salads and like fruit salads and different things, because I put sunflower seeds. I like black beans in my salad, shredded carrots. What else? I do, when I have grapes, I cut grapes in my salad. And I can do raisins also. Yeah, I'm like good with my salads. Have you ever heard of, oh yeah, moringa and ash? Oh yeah. I make tinctures. I just made tinctures the other day. Yeah. Hold on a second. I'll show you my moringa tincture. I make tinctures for everything. Hold on. Yes. Let's see. I just made these the other day too. Here's my moringa tincture. It's got a date on there. What it say? 9/18/24. Can you see that? It's strong too. Yeah, I am so good at this. This is what I do. And moringa is good for the skin. I'm gonna make a moringa body butter. You gotta check out my website. I'm definitely I just made a sage. I grew my own sage. I actually still have a bowl of the greenery sage left that I'm gonna dehydrate in my air fryer. Has a dehydrator on it. I'm gonna make, my sage bundles or whatever. But I said, freak that. I made a sage tincture. I made, because that's purification. That's like the holy water of sage. When you make a tincture, that's like holy water. So whenever I'm purifying, I'll take a couple of, throughout the day for 7 days. You drink water behind it and whatnot. But yeah, that's moringa. And of course, it's in a dark bottle. Now, I don't know if you know about Heritaki. Heritaki. Heritaki family. Yes. Heritaki. What is, okay. I meditate, so I'm a visionary. I do channeling and whatnot. So this gets you in the meditative stage. It's also a brain detoxer. Lots of plaque can form in the brain just because of your breathing chemtrails and shit. That's the main reason why I hate those freaking chemtrails. Because you breathe, it goes right up. And this is where the third eye is. They're trying to block it. You gotta do things. Get rid of the toothpaste that got the fluoride in it. Create something else. You could brush your teeth with baking soda. Matter of fact, I just started this regimen and it's good. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now, if you're on medications and whatnot, of course, talk to your physician about it. That's my disclosure or whatever. Talk to your physician before if you're not using it actively, don't take my word, go ask for it. But what I use is what I can talk about. Because yeah, YouTube's crazy. They get rid of people for talking about health stuff. And the sweetener is honey. I use Manuka honey. And the thing is, let's see. My husband would use RSQ with his along with CBD. Yeah, it actually works good for certain pains, or at least you know, you're thinking about the pain you're in. But the Haritaki is also a good digestive system cleaner. Like if you didn't poop for a couple of days. And I like the powder form because, you know, it can make a lot of things. But this is mainly a meditative type of thing, and it cleans out. It's a detox also. Absolutely will clean you out. Um, I just thought about something that I have to make. um, I have Blue Lotus tincture. Yes, honey, I'm into it. I got my Blue Lotus. I actually got 2 jars of this, and I had planned on, you know, because I sell things, but this is actually a prototype, but it's my prototype. So I made it, you know, so I could take pictures and whatnot, because when you sell online, you gotta have a picture of everything. But this isn't the label. I have like barcodes and all different kinds of stuff I have to have on the labels, but this is my personal, you know, supply. Um, Blue Lotus. Ah, my goodness. It is good for, well, when I was a cigarette smoker, I started smoking the herbs. It helped me to wean off. I actually have a 1 year clean. 4th of July, my dear, is my cigarette anniversary. We're going to celebrate together, Gina. I'm going to see a lot of you. We're going to see a lot of each other. I think I just made a friend. Yeah. Gina, I would like to be your friend for sure. Thank you. Yeah. It was hard because it kept me from cussing people out a lot. As a Scorpio, I got to be like, let me process that before I say something. Because you're going to get like the most truest, rawest answer from me. But yeah, Blue Lotus, I had started smoking the herb, and it's great for meditation. It calms you, and the tincture is even more concentrated. So a few drops of this if you're having a stressful day. I know it works for anxious people or someone that might be feeling down, quote unquote. Um, I know it works for that. Um, yeah, absolutely. I would too, Gina. Definitely. Oh my gosh. Yo, I vibe with my Sagittariuses. I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart, actually. Yeah, I'm water and fire. It's crazy. My chart is freaking amazing to me. But yeah, I'm sure that your chart would be amazing too. You know, we can do, I have, the 14th. Yes, that's cool. Yes. Um, my daughter's a January Capricorn. And so the relationship between Scorpio and Capricorn is so dynamic. But my parents were, my father's a Scorpio, my mother was a Capricorn. So we are in tune to knowing that we have periodic little wars or whatever. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm teaching her about astrology too, so she can learn how to control herself. Capricorns, oh my God, they have it hard to control themselves. They're so stubborn. Woo! And a female now with 2 moons in the cosmos, trying to be like unstubborn. Not good. She's getting ready to get some Blue Lotus. This is definitely a lot. She inspired me a lot to like go into the science and find stuff to create to help her. The crazy psychologist. My baby, that's my girl. Yeah, she doing her thing. She's so young still. She's in her 20s. What do you expect? So it's like, oh, this one is powerful too. Uh, Clove. Oh my goodness. Clover. Powerhouse, guys. Seriously. So much stuff. It's antibacterial. It's antimicrobial. It's I call it the demon slayer. Like, if I were creating an herbal exorcism for someone, and they are needed, and they are very popular, and they are not to be afraid. Like, you want to kill some shit in yourself, you need to get started with the herbs. And it really is a consciousness thing. There's no demonic thing. You're going to be doing all this. You are purifying yourself, and you're using this as a mode because you already know whatever it is you want to quit, you're already on your way because you know you need to stop. And so we use these as helpers. It's natural medicine. It encourages whatever it is you want to get rid of, and you talk to it as well. You know, really good for a cavity that might hurt, to prolong you to get to a dentist. This would help you because it's infected once it hurts. That clove. Even the real clover, like in your medicine, in your cabinet, your cooking seasoning cabinet, you should have cloves in there. That's a staple. You should have cloves like salt and pepper. But it's good to drop a couple of these in your food. Very strong. So you know clove is strong. Imagine how strong this tincture is. And I let it set for a couple of days because it takes a lot. They said about 6 to 8 weeks for certain stuff, but certain stuff comes out quick, you know. And yeah, like ashwagandha tincture from the powder, and I used a lot in it. But now I'm going through the straining. I'm going to go through the straining part soon because it's setting now, but talk about how potent that's going to be. Yeah, so I got to get my dosages and everything for the labels and whatnot. A lot of work, but it's worth it. And me, I don't like to see tinctures have a shelf life of up to, I'd say, 4 to 5 years. And it also depends on what liquor you use, but the Everclear, and that went up, oh my goodness. But yeah, tooth pain. This is a staple to have in your medicine cabinet strictly for tooth pain. And it's good for up to 5 years, all of these, the tinctures. That's why I love doing it. You know, I have a herb section, but once I feel like they're getting old, I make them into tinctures so I can replenish and get fresh herbs. I like to keep fresh lavender. I always have fresh lavender. Always have fresh rosemary. That's another staple. That I'm getting ready to make a tincture out of some rosemary too. Yeah. Because for spiritual work, I have to have these things. People need to take these things, you know. Because people think it's like hocus pocus overnight pride. It's not that kind of magic, so to speak. This is herbal magic, I guess you could call it, but it's not magic, it's science. If you look up what the herb does, it tells you. And then everything, this has a physical meaning, and then it has spiritual meaning, right? It has physical benefits, and then it has spiritual benefits all by itself. Every single herb, even like a carnation flower, an orchid, or whatever. It has, I make orchid water. I had orchid for my baths and whatnot. When I do spiritual baths, I had orchid oil that I made, you know? And so all of these things, no matter how chemicalized they're trying to make us, I'm sticking with Mother Earth because I'm betting on Mother Earth. I don't think they can taint her as much as they would like to. Now, they can taint like soil and different things, but after a while it rejuvenates. Isn't that something else? This is a living being we on. It's a female, and they be doing her dirty. I'm not a litter bug. You couldn't catch me throw a piece of paper on the ground anymore. Teenage days was the last time I littered. But you still got grown-ass people littering. It's crazy. But yeah, clove is very good spiritually as well. And it tastes so damn good. Like a clove liquor. So far out of all the tinctures, the ones I keep like I'm making like a staple is most definitely the clove and most definitely the haritaki and most definitely the moringa. All of them, you know. The blue lotus is more so meditative for me to calm down, but I've been calm. I'm good. But I use this for the meditation. But it also, I'm going to look up and do a little write-up. I have write-ups for each one because there's so many benefits. Like, I could do a whole pamphlet for this. And for my customers, see, this is the niche thing. I got to be what the stores are not. You know, I got to be the person that I even want to talk to you. If you want to talk to me by text or whatever, we can like communicate what's going on with you and we come up with something for you to try. This is who I am in life. I'm a medicine lady. I see that that's the path that I've been on basically since 2011. And even before that, I was actually in the Muslim faith for about 15 years in my teenage times. And so I did come out with a lot of good stuff, especially about nutrition. They're very strict on nutrition, which is a good thing. Um, and I learned certain etiquette. Now, I have Southern etiquette that I learned from my Southern family. Um, I have ancestral etiquette, how you're supposed to act with your ancestors and whatnot. Um, I have spiritual etiquette and just regular etiquette. Like, I love to teach people that don't know how to act. There's no other way to say it. Because I'll be observing people and I'm like, what's the word? It's not, let's see. I would say out of order somehow. I don't know. It's like, let's use for instance, my daughter. She's a different kind of lady. She's super ladylike. She doesn't wear makeup, maybe a little lip gloss, but not the real shiny kind. She's like, she's a she's a very deep Saturn. She's Saturn governed. She's very deep. She's like, I could say she's a reborn grandmother. She's a reborn wise person in the family. Um, Absolutely. Definitely a natural beauty. And, but she doesn't desire to wear like form fitting jeans and, you know, the extra girly. You know, she's just proper, you know? Yeah, it's great to be a mom. I only had one girl, but I had two boys. And they're very, they have great etiquette also. Like, they know how to act when you take them somewhere. You don't gotta be like, say if you take them somewhere, like, don't do that. Don't put the food in your pocket. Like, they're very like, yeah, they got it going on, I guess. Gentlemen, they don't wear saggy pants and all that. You know. Yep, old soul for sure. And once you go into consciousness and you actually understand that we are reincarnated beings, especially in our own lineage, you know. And our ancestors are so accessible. It's because we carry their DNA. So shit is real, you know. It's like sometimes I have my grandmother's middle name, and so she was like a very proper person as well. Like, woman. And she taught us, like, with your dress, how to sit and this and that and whatnot. So I have her middle name, and sometimes when I'm talking wisdom and whatnot, and it's just like, yeah, that's not me talking, that's her. And so I'm so in tuned that I know, like, my mom and whatnot. I lost my mom in 2020. Well, I didn't lose her. She transitioned, and I'm still grieving. It's very close to my mom, but I'm even closer now. It's incredible how much more she's with me. It's just the physical part that's missing. Everything else is still there. It's incredible, man. But I guess you could say we're kind of a morbid family. We talk about all different kinds of things, and we talk about death. And we had this conversation, and she was like, "Oh, y'all definitely gonna see me when I go, just that and that, and I'm gonna be a star, and I'm gonna be coming and doing this and that." And everything she said, that's what she does. Everything she said, it's like, oh my God, incredible, in freaking incredible. So incredible. I wrote a book, and it's called The Goddess of Seven Secrets. Because when my mom and my sister lived together all their life, and my sister was my mother's caretaker. I'm my father's caretaker. He's up in age now, but he's still doing his thing. He's still self-sufficient so far. I'm on call, you know. So she's cleaning out her closet, and she comes across 7 tarot cards. And we're like, what the freak? We never had ever seen my mother do anything like that, even though she was like an out, open person. She wasn't like specific religion. She didn't do all that fuck shit because she came from a pastoral family or whatever, and they was full of shit or whatever. But so she was conscious from an early age, and we always wondered because we were like, she let us go through our thing. I went through Islam, I went through freaking Christianity and whatnot, and now I'm back to myself again. And she just let us do all that. She never talked about any of her experiences, and she just said, I ain't bothered with none of that. I am my own boss or whatever. And now I go back and I was like, yo, she was a grand goddess, man. She was a grand goddess. Like, my mom, she, at one point, she used to drink. Boop, one day she said, I'm not drinking no more. Never had another drink. She was never a drunk. Not like that, but just drinking. She was like, boop, I'm done. Never saw her take another drink. She was a Capricorn. She had the willpower of a freaking goat on a freaking mountain. What? And if she said something, even to the point where she might bust your ass. Like, my mother was a very good fighter. Like, we've seen, like, people that deserved it, she wreaked justice on many asses. Oh, my mother. I wrote a book about her. She was like, whoo, still talking about her. They still talking about my mama. And anyways, these 7 tarot cards were serious though. Okay, I hope I'm still live. Did I get cut off? Did I get cut off? Okay, I think I'm still here. Why would somebody call you when you're on live? Oh my goodness. But yeah, where was I? The tarot cards. So I'm into Egyptian philosophy. I or ancient Egyptian philosophy, which is a science, which is where the world got almost everything. Um, Very scientific nation. And so I like their religion, which is not religion, it's a science, because it's a science of self-development. Meditation started there. India got it. China got it. They were world travelers. We know that by now. But they're still discovering Egypt. It's such an amazing place. I gotta go there. I want to go there with a group too. But I'm working on it. That's the only reason why I'm getting a freaking passport, because I want to go there. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so these cards had all of the resurrection deities from ancient Egypt. It had Anubis, it had Heru, it had Isis or Osset, it had, oh, and it had Shakti. She's like seriously a resurrection goddess. And so the way she had them lined up, I had already had this thought because when my mom passed, I'm also, I'm so many things, guys, but I'm also a certified transition doula. So I had certification to go in there and prepare my mother's body myself. We made sure they wasn't doing no organs and all that other crap. So we prepared my mother's body. My sister did her hair. My daughter did her nails. Um, we did have the funeral director to help us put her pants, the pants part on. But very morbid, and I didn't care. That was my mother, and she's the goddess of our family. She's now literally a goddess. Like, we really shrined her. It's in another part of my house, or another time, or I'll show pictures. But it's a shrine for my mother. And when all the family comes, they pay offerings to her shrine. It just is what it is. We're not willing to let her energy go down. It's too important to our family. And so I knew that, like, right after the funeral, I was going to say, okay, because I know about resurrection, and I know it's real. And my daughter was looking to get pregnant at the time. She's married and whatnot. And so I knew from the conversation that I had with my mother that, and she was actually looking at my daughter at the time. She was like, oh, I'm coming back through the youngest one. I know me and my sister ain't having shit. I'm in menopause and my sister on her way. So I knew she wasn't coming back through me. She definitely came back through my daughter. She definitely did. There's so many signs. And she looks like my mother. That is my mom. She actually came back as an Aries, and the Aries is an exalted Capricorn. She came, oh my God. So many things that show us that this baby is my mother resurrected. Even like the birth or whatever, because I was there. They said I wasn't going to be there because it was during COVID, but I got in the birthing room. And because I'm a doula, I didn't tell them about the transition part. So anyways, yeah, I I gotta get where I gotta go. And so if that didn't work, I'd say I'm a minister, move out of my way. She needs spiritual counseling. So either way, I was getting in there to see my grandchild born from my daughter, okay? And so I got in there, and she was having her contractions and whatnot, and I'm looking at the monitor. There's these numbers. I kid you not, on mom, on everything. The monitor said my mother's birthday. My mother was born on Christmas Day. She was born 12/25, right? The freaking monitor said 12/25, and she was crowning. The baby was crowning. I was like, what the freak am I seeing right here? I was like, I was the only one, like, in the room was just me, the baby father. I mean, the husband, and my daughter, which is the baby father. So we was all there. And I knew that I was watching my mother be reborn. What a freaking experience, y'all. Holy freaking crap. And I knew it was real. Me and the baby got such a bond. Oh my God. That's my girl right there. She doesn't even give me a hard time in her terrible twos. She gives her mother such a hard time. She be kind of good for grandma. She'll try me a little bit, but She calmed down and she's gonna laugh and hug and kiss me. I love you so much. When a 2-year-old says that, you freaking melt into freaking glob, okay? Just what do you want? You can have anything you want. You want to write on the wall here? Here's a crayon. Go do your what is it called? What's the guy that everybody's talking about? The painter, Blavatsky. Go do your Skabatsky, whatever. Make a painting. I didn't care. I let her write on my walls. I knew that was my little mom. And it was great to see her have another childhood because she had a rough one. And she left at 17. I'm glad she did. But yeah, so I'm getting to see her have another life. It is totally off the chain. That is a journal I'm keeping just by itself. That's a freaking book. Like part 2 of The Goddess of Seven Secrets. Because oh my God. So my mom was born Christmas Day, right? So if you're in your numerology, you know that you add the numbers going across, right? So 2 and 5 is 7, right? Not even thinking. So I'm in the delivery room and the nurse says, "What are you going to name her?" Why does my son-in-law, who has no clue about nothing with my mom, why he say he going to name her 7? He said, "What's her name?" She said 7. I damn near faint. I said, "What the fuck am I saying right now?" I'm saying, he doesn't even know. I'm like, oh my God, how spiritual is this? Totally spiritual. So we are going to talk about the spiritual. We're going to talk about this thing. We're going to talk about this. Because there's more than meets the eye than what we have been exploring. And while they're distracted with their politics and their bullcrap, because it's all, the spiritual world is controlling everything right now. So it's better to stay there more than it is in this physical world. I'm so much more spiritual in my reality than I am. I mean, I'm in my reality, of course. But I know that this is just an utter realm. It's just a realm. There are so many other realms, and the veil is super thin now. Super thin, yo. If they would stop spraying the goddamn sky, we'd be seeing celestial shit. Different stuff. Because we're moving through the cosmos, guys. We are explorers. The planet is a giant spaceship. Yeah. They found some shit on Mars talking about this inhabitants. So much is going on, man. But I don't know how long I've been on here. Let me see. Almost 2 hours. Let's roll. It's all good. If you got time, I got time today. So, yeah. They found some more shit on Mars because for some reason they exploring. And what are they trying to do? They gonna fuck us all up here and go and jet off to Mars? No, you're not, bad guy. We're gonna get ya. We. We. And so, yeah, Mars is off the chain. They had a Ankh on the chain. They got a freaking statue of a pharaoh on the damn moon. Listen, it's a lot going on, y'all. And the more they try to like cover it up, the more social media is kicking ass. I love it. I freaking love it. They deserve every minute of it. They gave us the tools, and now we're using them. Social media is going to bring the bad guy down. I am so in love with that shit. Good for us. Good for us. We're on top, y'all. If we use our mind, we got this. We totally got this. Yeah, man. Whew. I'm going to work on my other... I'm creating a... I like to call it... I'm going to call it an oracle deck. Because tarot has such a negative stench on it because it's freaking idiots that don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. And it pisses me off because It's discrimination, and we're done with that. And so the oracle deck that I'm going to create, and I'm trying to figure out how it's going to go. It's going to be it's a system, of course. It's going to be up to help people build their damn character, you know. So I'm in development stages of that. I like to create things. I have a journal that I made. It's called the Holistic Wellness Haven. Holistic Wellness Haven Journal. Because that's my blog on my website, Holistic Wellness Haven. But my website is www. How can I pin it? Can I pin it somewhere in the chat? This is crazy. They don't have, no. Can't pin nothing in the chat on the phone, okay? But my website is www.tonya23.com. And I was trying to see, I have a vision. And I feel like no one pays attention to me and the family about this vision. And it's actually the most lucrative one. Ain't that some shit? Number one, I have my online tea, my tea section, which I'm working on. But I do have certain teas posted, right? But my vision is this drop shipping thing. Now, Amazon is this big monster. And the monster has to have some competition. It's like Godzilla versus whoever. And yeah, King Kong. It's Godzilla versus King Kong. So Godzilla is Amazon. I'm King Kong. Trying to be anyways. They need some competition of another store. And drop shipping is all Amazon is. There's people like me and you that go on Amazon platform and we can upload and sell our goods, right? Point blank. I'm even branded on Amazon's goods. I have books, products, lotions, whatnot. Okay. The thing is, I'm sorry, I missed the comment. Hold on. I'm named after my third great grand. Awesome. Awesome. So am I. The family genealogist. Yes. Me and my auntie. Thank you. Thank you very much. Where was I? Oh my goodness. Help me. I forgot. I need some Haritaki. I gotta take my Haritaki tincture, y'all. So I can remember what the heck I was talking about. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so dang, I've been running my mouth. I literally do not remember what the heck I was talking about. Help! Wow. That's crazy. I'm getting ready to take me some Haritaki. I don't like having memory spurts. Oh my God. Whew, that is strong. Whew. Whew. Gotta put some vegetable glycerin up in there. Haritaki ain't no joke. I wash that down with some clover. Whew, real quick. It's strong, y'all. Ooh. Yeah. Here we go. My blog page. Right quick. You see that? In real time. Tinctures. So on my website, on my blog page, that's where I have certain teas or whatever. But this drop shipping thing with Amazon. See? You see, my products work in real time, baby. If you got brain fog, you gonna need you some hair talkie. Um, yeah, so their competition is literally a drop shipping thing. Anyone can sell anything on Amazon. Drop shipping is the same thing. Like stores like Alibaba, which is where a lot of these people getting their shit from, and then these China stores, right? You take and what they do is you create a website and you got a pool of all these millions of products. You pick what you want to sell on your website. So I had a vision of selling a little bit of everything. Oh, I had the cutest pet products. I probably shouldn't give up on that, but I really can't afford to keep it up right now, especially if it's not paying for itself. I hate stuff that don't pay for itself, man. And it really is people. They're paying attention and running. It's so hard to get people to work with you, you know? And that's actually where I'm at in my entrepreneurial stage. I'm trying to get noticed because I don't have marketing money. So I'm video, which is very effective. And mouth to mouth, of course. Local, different little boutiques and shops I'm corresponding with to see if I can, bring products to sell them from their establishments and whatnot. Because I have another vision of a butter bar. And it's a skincare place where you can come in and get any freshly made lotion. So we have the different fragrances, and they're like beautifully put on a menu. And you say, you want to try so and so. So, of course, we have like a sample of how it smells, the actual fragrance. So, you could say you want such and such butter. But I also have a vision of, remember how they used to do the Italian ices? And they had the big barrel? So I could have in a cabinet 3 different barrels of butters. And the thing is, when you tell me what kind of fragrance you want, I scoop it out, throw it in the blender, put your fragrance in, get your butter nice and, and you got fresh butter. Not no shit that's been sitting on the shelf and you think because it's packed so tightly with all the chemicals and this and that it's fresh and this and that. No, it's not, and it ain't good for your skin. You're putting cancer-causing shit on your skin. Let's just keep it all the way live. And the thing is, it's over the duration of using things. Like your hair shampoo. Super important that be natural. Because your scalp is a main way into your system. And you don't want to go right into your brain with the shit. Oh my God. That's so bad. Hair shampoos is effing people up. I just had this vision as I was talking about it. Because those chemicals go through the blood-brain barrier. They get to go in your brain. Yo, they said everybody got like enough plastic in their brains to make a credit card because of all the microplastics out. Yo, I am giving y'all so much jewels. That's so great. I'm so glad to share with people some of the stuff I have in my mind. Because my family, they're tired of me talking to them about this stuff for some reason. They want to, I don't know, man. They caught up in the matrix. I get it that they're just trying to make it with what they got going on. But you gotta learn. Because what we're doing is educating ourselves out of the freaking matrix. It's not easy. It's an everyday, constant freaking job. Like watching movies. I no longer watch movies for entertainment. I'm watching movies for the message they're trying to relay to us. Decoding it, because every movie is a code. And it's it's crazy because that's my talk. And yeah, I need to be around others that talk the same, really. That's why I'm on YouTube. You know, I'm trying to form this group of like minded people so we can come together and make some shit happen. Like, I'm into meditation groups. We have a focus, a goal. I give it to you. Let's say this week's focus is going to be prosperity. What else? Come on now. Health, good health, prosperity, abundance. So we're going to concentrate on that. And we tag team. That's the thing. You concentrate on it for me. I concentrate on it for you. And then another group and another group and another group and another group. Now, this all happens virtually on your own time. It's like an assignment. I'm going to need you to concentrate on whatever. As a group, we make shit happen. That is what I'm into. And that is the program that I'm trying to develop. And it's called the Divine Gateway. That is the program that I started years ago. And I stopped it to jump into something else. But now I'm back. And I knew something would bring me back to it. But it's called Divine Gateway. And it's a program. It's not really a program, but it's an organized process that teaches one or gets you in the pattern of detoxing mentally, physically, mentally and physically and spiritually. I have this inner mechanism that challenges my fucked up beliefs inside. I could just be sitting here and my conscience will be like, you gotta stop thinking about the immigrants the way you do. And I'll be like, oh, myself, what are you talking about? I'm like, hold up. Is that the 2% Brazilian DNA coming out speaking to me? Because what is that? But whatever it is, I have my own personal don't know what to call it, but it's helping me work out any bad karma that I would have looming in my thinking. Because my goal is the Sahu. I must be a master of thinking. Because that's what's going to advance me. But when you know how to think, you automatically advance. When you know how to think properly, because we're all thinkers. But it's got to be objective thinking. It's got to be objective, critical, and positive at the same time. That's what we got to work on. So I'm going to leave you with this because I'm going to get ready to make some dinner. I'm about to get the stomach growls. We're also going to go through our fasting periods as well because I can do water and juice fasts for 4 days. I'm going to try to make 5. You need to fast. Not just hurt yourself fast. Water, juice, maybe even fruit smoothies you can do. It's still considered a fast. And drinking plenty of water as well. Some people have conditions where they just can't cut off not eating. They have to take medications and whatnot. I don't suggest that. We can start in an easy way. We don't have to be claimed to try to be Jesus Christ or anything. So let me leave you with this. Some of your negative beliefs, I want you to take the time to challenge yourself. Get rid of them. Get rid of one negative belief per day. Because time is winding up. There really is a cosmic alignment coming that promotes ascension. And ascension is being able to move to the next level in your thinking, how you treat your body, so it's also physical. Because once you become conscious, are you eating boxed macaroni and cheese still? Because you ain't conscious if you're doing that. And I don't care if you're poor. You can be the poor righteous eater. Our goal before we ascend is to be a master of something. Not perfect. Don't have to be perfect. And you're not born sinners and all this other bullshit. But we're going to get into that on the next one. For now, I want you to challenge a negative belief one per day. And we're going to come back and talk about what we got rid of. Just talk about it. That, the admission part of it, is also part of the goal. Absolutely, one day at a time. But some people think that their stinking thinking is correct. Do you realize that? Let's say someone that doesn't like, say, another person for their nationality or whatever. That's which is we are different, and we can notice the differences in one another. We can joke about them. We can come together, or whatever. Because we are different, and some of the stuff is funny. But you have to tell yourself that everyone deserves to live on a planet. If they're born, they deserve to live here. It is what it is. And they don't deserve to be manipulated and taken advantage of. Period. So we work on that first, right? That's deep. For sure. But I'm going to let you enjoy your chicken pot pie and your Caesar salad. Right. Right. And in working on it and perfecting it. Exactly. It's that time for sure. I love that saying though, stay in your own lane. That was remarkable when whoever created that one. It's probably been around a long time and it got recreated again. But yeah, definitely. So until the next time, guys, it's a Tonya 23 experience. It's been another Tonya 23 experience. And I'll see you soon. Especially you, Gina. I hope to see you at www.tonya23.com. I also have my blog section there. I can go live from there. I start to have like recordings or whatever. I have Tonya 23 TV. I have my own TV page on there where all my plethora of videos. And yeah, I'm building up my brand and I'm doing me now. You know? I have all my healing services on my website. I do grief counseling, life coaching. You can also sign up for my notary instructor class. It's actually, we talk about, because there's different requirements per state, but the baseline requirements are the same. But I let you know that once you become a notary in your state, which is really easy, you can, and it's very cheap. You could start your own notary business with less than $100. And that's pretty much what my course teaches and how you can utilize it in other professional arenas. Everybody can use a notary. Did you know that every lawyer is an automatic notary? That's the shit that kind of blocks our career there. Because notaries notaries are like almost paralegals as well, because you have to know what to do. The notary law is it's a deep law, and it is a law. It's a stack like that. And now they have a course that you have to take. Each state has a course that you have to take to become a notary. It wasn't like that. When I got into Maryland in 2009, all you needed was 2 written references that you're the bomb and you could become a notary. Now you have to test. And guess what? I'm a tester. I created the test, right? I created the whole entire course. And it's on the state of Maryland website, because there's a list. You can pick who you want to, what school you want to get your instruction from. But I'm on the list as an instructor. So for the state of Maryland, you could come through me as being the instructor. So the test is there. And yes, I will definitely see you soon, my friend Gina. And to everyone else, thank you for tuning in. And make sure you come back again. Like, share, and subscribe. And I do have a group on my website, www.tonya23.com. If you go there and subscribe, I actually have my own social media platform that I created online. And I need to be telling people about it. It's called Chatterbox. It's such a cool thing. It's so cool. Chatterbox, you got Facebook, Instagram, Chatterbox, honey. Look out for Chatterbox because we coming. All I need to do is meet someone that can back me with the resources. I make them a fucking millionaire because that's what I do. I'm a idea guru and all my ideas are good. Yes, I like can spout off business things that people can do. I can look at your personality and say, you know what? You should have a such and such business. I guarantee you be successful. Because that's what I do spiritually. You have to know who you are spiritually. You can go to a college to learn something, but if you know who you are spiritually, then you go to the college and you enhance who you already are. If I would have known that 40 years ago, I'd be sitting on a judge bench right now with a mallet. Seriously. Very good. So Libra is the zodiac sign that has the scales. And Mars is the planet that governs that. And so does Saturn. Saturn is a very judgy planet because it's the timekeeper. If the keeper of time is the judge, actually. But Mars is very prominent with your law and communications type thing. No, Mercury's communications, but law, literally. Justice lies with Mars. But yeah. So when you have a lot of influence in your chart, your natal chart, when you have a lot of influence in Mars, law is something that you could excel in, you know. And it's too bad that in our school systems, we are not evaluated in that way, because it actually helps people avoid failure. And then you're not going to go take some subject that you're never going to work in. That happens all the time. And they just pretty much making a killing off of us with this education shit. That's another thing that's both gonna be out of the damn window, because YouTube University is the shit. There is nothing that you don't know how to do when you can go and find out how to do it on YouTube. So YouTube is like the Godzilla and King Kong to the education system. It's actually kicking their ass. Yeah. And now we know you don't have to go to college to be an entrepreneur. Period. I know entrepreneurs that can barely count, but they can barely write, but they can count that money and they getting that bread. So that's what I'm trying to do. Why not? And why not? You got to do something. So that's that. And so next time we're going to talk more about stuff like that, you know. And see you soon. Peace from the Tonya 23 experience. Ashe to everyone.